I know that people really hate these questions because it's a lot of reading and the choices seem very, very similar. But remember, there's obviously a difference. And so our job with pretty much any of these survey questions is to just stick to the survey. We do not want to be adding any other assumptions in here or anything like that. It's basically just like read what they say, and the right answer is almost always going to just repeat what they said. So maybe you want to call that following instructions, but honestly, I think we're really just going to go with process of elimination here. Treat it like a reading question. Look for problems in the choices that don't match with something in the story. So let's understand the story as best we can. A market researcher selected 200 people at random from a group of people who indicated that they liked a certain book. The 200 people were shown a movie based on the book and then asked whether they liked or disliked the movie. Of those surveyed, 95% said they disliked the movie. Which of the following inferences can appropriately be drawn from this survey result? Just clean this up. So let's go to choices. Let's analyze them one at a time. At least 95% of people who go see movies will dislike this movie. Well, who are the people who are surveyed? They were not people who dislike movies or go see movies. They were people who liked a certain book. So we cannot make any inferences about other people who didn't read the book. We can only make conclusions about people who read the book because that's what the survey is about. People who read this very specific book. So I don't know anything about people in general who go see movies, which I would assume is most people. B, at least 95% of people who read books will dislike this movie. We're getting closer, but we're not talking about people who read any book, right? The 200 people here did not just read a book. They read a certain book, the very specific book that the movie was based on. So again, we're not matching the story. We're going too far. We're going beyond what they're saying. C, most people who dislike this book will like this movie. Well, kind of close. It's a bad inference. We don't know that. That's kind of reversing what they said. But the real reason it's wrong, to make it as clear as possible, is again the same reason we get rid of A and B. Most people who dislike this book. I don't know anything about the people who dislike the book. Because go back again to who this survey was targeting, right? The survey was people who indicated that they liked a book. So the only conclusions I can draw is that about people who liked the book, because those are the only people we asked and included in this survey. So I don't know what the people who disliked the book think. They're not included in the survey. And now hopefully it's D. Most people who like the book, yep, that's who I checked with, right? That's who I asked, will dislike this movie. And is that true that most people who like the book will dislike the movie? Yeah, because of the people who were surveyed, 95% said they disliked the movie. That's certainly a most kind of situation. It's reasonable to assume that if we went out into the general population and asked another 200, another 2,000 people who liked this book what they thought of the movie, most of them would say that they did not like the movie. So it's a reasonable assumption, but notice it's really just based upon the original sentence. Who did we ask? Who are we including in this survey? When we do these statistics questions, we are not allowed to drift from the original survey. We have to stick to what was asked and who we asked and try to just be as close to that original conclusion as possible. That's why these aren't that hard, is you're not really thinking. You're just reading and just regurgitating that same information. So remember that that's what they're testing, and these should not scare you at all.